everybody, it's Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk, and today I'm going to make you a lovely project using this stunning Year of Cheer speciality paper. And it's called a speciality paper because it's foiled. It's absolutely stunning. It's a little bit thicker and it's single-sided because it's foiled. This is beautiful paper, and I'm going to make a beautiful home decor piece. Now what we're going to do is we are going to upstyle, which is a word I was given by a friend of mine over on Facebook yesterday, Deborah Turner. Thank you, Deborah. I was struggling for a word to describe what I'm doing today, and she came up with the word upstyle. So that's what we're going to do to this pound shop photo frame. These are awesome. If you see these in your local pound shop, if you're in America, you've got your Dollar Trees and whatever, pick them up because they're awesome to alter. Just remember, you don't have to make every single last little thing yourself. You can make shadow boxes out of paper, but if they're only £1 for ones with wall hangings on already, why not pick them up and alter them? So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this to pieces and we're going to make a home decor piece. I'm just going to carefully remove this twine with the little pegs. I'm going to set that to one side because we are going to reuse that. And just being careful because this is glass fronted. You could remove the glass if you wanted, but I'm going to hang this on my wall. So I'm going to reuse every part of it. So they've got this quite cheap, horrible paper here. We're just going to cover over it. And I've chosen this paper here, which is from the speciality section, from the speciality DSP stack. What am I talking about? And I'm just going to actually glue that on and then cut around because I can't guarantee that this piece of chipboard is totally straight. It may well be on the wonk. So I'm not going to rely too heavily on the sizes, but this measures roughly 11 inch by about 5. But I've cut it slightly larger, and I am going to go for a straight edge there. And then I'm going to cut around the board. And then, you know, I know that I've got my sizes right. Just move that up a tiny bit. That a good press, and then I'm just going to cut around it. Oof. Oop. There we go, just trim it to size, and then you know it's perfect. Because what you don't want to do is measure the board and then cut your piece of DSP and then realise that the board's not straight and you've wasted your piece of DSP. So cut it to exactly fit. Just cut that a bit straighter. Okay, if you've got any rough edges, my top tip is use a nail file. I always have them on hand to just smooth away any uneven jagged edges. You might be super posh and have a sanding tool. I use nail files because I can just put them in my pot. It's also good if you've cut your card and it's a little bit furry at the edges because your blades need replacing. Just give it a little sand, be fine. Right, so how I'm going to decorate, I'm going to reuse this piece of twine. Why not? It's there, I'm going to use it. But I'm going to take off these rather horribly coloured pegs. Now you could paint them and reuse them, and I may well reuse those on another project. I won't throw them away, but I just happen to have in my stash, lucky for me, some little white ones. You can pick these up. Again, you can pick these up in the pound shop, plain ones, and you could paint them, or you can pick these up anywhere. One really nice idea would be to use the library clips that are available from Stampin' Up. That would look really, really awesome, but unfortunately I don't have enough. I've only got one, so I can't use it on this project. So I'm going to reuse the twine, because then when it's on the back it will show, and you can use it to hang with as well. So what are we going to hang? Okay, I'm going to show you what I've made. Just pop that to one side and bring in my letters and my decoration. Oh, they're all over my desk. And we're going to make the word home here. And I've used a beautiful champagne coloured foiled paper. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. It's new in the catalogue and it's stunning. One tip, if you are die cutting with it, here's one which I'm still going to use it because I'm not going to waste it, but if you just look carefully you can see that it's left the indentation of the die. So what I did on the other ones here, there's no indentation. I put a piece of copy paper between this foiled paper and my die. Just put a piece of copy paper and it'll just protect your word there from getting an impression on it from the dies. Also, you can adjust your sandwich. It might depend on your die cutting sandwich, but for me that's just what happens to some of mine. And I've used, I've obviously used the large letter framelets, which are a bit of an investment for Stampin' Up. I will say and admit that they are one of the more expensive dies, but they're an investment. You know, if you do a lot of crafting, a lot of cards, home decor, things like that, they really do come in handy. So I'll just bring in my other bits and bobs that I have created. And I've used this foiled paper here, and we're going to mount the words on banners. So first of all, we're going to mount them on a Whisper White banner there, and this measures 1.5 inch by 4 inch, and then I've used the banner punch to make the banner shape. And then we're going to set it behind on here. I'm not sure if that's the right size, let me just check. 1, 2, 3. Let me just check that's it. Yes, it is the right size. I thought I'd picked up the wrong piece then. And this is just slightly larger. And we're going to layer them up like so. And this measures 2 inches by 4.5. 2 inches is the maximum width of these steps in the banner punch. And all you do is slide it in as far as it will go. And punch. And that gives you your shape. You can use wider ones by jiggling it about or doing it by eye, but that is, you know, 2 inches and that you're good to go. So we're going to start and make these up now. I get my glue and I'm going to put the words on first. There we go. Oop. I'm just going to put them right in the centre of the first banner. And then what I'm going to do is, because I want it to look nice, I'm going to line them up on my grid paper so that when I do the next banner, the letters on the same, you know, so that they're even all the way across, so you haven't got them all higgledy-piggledy. Okay, you don't need an awful lot of glue on these. So there we go. So if I put it there, it's in line with the H. Just move it over slightly. Remove that excess glue. Move that over there. And I'll do my M. I've got this tiny little bottle here with the little precision nozzle to help me, so I don't blob glue everywhere. You would just use what you've got at home, whichever kind of glue or adhesive. I do find that it's a very personal thing as adhesive when you're a crafter. You know, it's like us ladies with our washing powder. You have a certain brand that you just like, and it doesn't matter what anybody says, you're not changing. You're not changing that brand because it suits you. So this is my smaller one that I didn't do. So just use what, I'm not going to preach to you what sort of glue to use. Okay. Okay, put that on there. Hope my big head isn't in shot because it's very, very, very autumnal here in Yorkshire. and you know, I do get absolutely wet through and windswept on the school run. So I come back looking like Diana Ross in a wind tunnel is my favourite saying of what my hair looks like. Right, I just want that to stay down. It don't want to... Come on, stay stuck. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to layer them on the foiled banner. You could use fast fuse. I've just gotten to where I prefer wet glue, because you've just got that little bit of extra time if you've not got it straight. Okay. And those are looking awesome already. Layered up together with that Whisper White on that speciality foiled paper. It's beautiful. And you can take this idea with the cheap frames. You could, if you don't have this particular die, maybe you've got the stamps, or maybe you've got something else. You could turn it to a name frame with somebody's name, like your child. I could have put Alexia, which is my little girl's name. You could put the words Noel for Christmas. You could use the words peace or joy, which are Christmassy. You could just put love, family, anything you want. Lots and lots of possibilities for these. You see them all the time in the crafty shops, in the, you know, fancy goods shops, and they're a lot of money. Well, it's cheaper to make your own. Get your frame from the pound shop, get your dies out, get your papers out, and get your own made. If you do craft fairs, these are going to sell. These are going to fly out because people are going to love them. You could do, if you're into creating and selling, you could do them to order with names. There's so much you can do, so much possibility with these dies and with this idea. So there, I've got my words all done and all ready, and all I have to do now is arrange them on my little piece of string. Hopefully I haven't made my banners too long. Put it right up there. What I think I'm going to actually do, just to help me out slightly, I'm just going to turn that over. I'm just going to put a little bit of tape just on the back there, just to hold that in the place that I want it. Good job I have sellotape on my desk 24/7, isn't it? And then at this end as well, just lift that up slightly, just to help me out, keep that sturdy and safe. You can always remove it afterwards when you've put the frame together, if you don't like the look of it. Okay, so now we can add our words. A bit fiddler, but hey ho. There we go. H. Oh, this is going to look so cute. And I haven't done yet, because I'm going to also show you how you can very, very simply and very quickly just decorate the outside of this frame. So don't go anywhere, because I haven't finished. I'm going to show you how to make this pound shop frame just look that little bit more special. Okay, so there's our words all in there. Okay, and we can now put it back in our frame. Hopefully it'll fit that way around. Okay. Put it in my frame. Just move them pegs down a little bit. Just a piece of foam in there for some reason. I'm just going to remove it. No, I'm not, because it might build in glass in. Okay, ladies and gents, I just paused the camera a bit because I struggled to get my my pegs in, but it did fit just. perhaps I should have checked just before I started. I maybe should have made that banner a little bit smaller, but it has fit. So there you go, it does fit, and I think that looks awesomely pretty. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That fits in nicely. So we're just going to finish off by decorating the outside of the frame, and I've got one of these lovely foiled doilies which are new, and they're quite a bizarre kind of substance. It's not paper and it's not wood, I don't really quite know how to explain it, but they're quite robust. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in the middle. Cut them in the middle and then cut them into quarters. You can probably see already where I'm going with this. And we're just going to very simply decorate this cheapo frame. And it's going to look awesome. These would be lovely as book corners. Or corners of a box. I've used doilies before for the corner of a box. I'm just going to add a bit of glue on the back of my hand. And just dab it. That's just how I like to do it. I know there's easier ways of doing it, but that's how I like to do it. So I'm going to add that to the corner of here, like so. And that's one. So apologies for my editing in the middle there. I'm rubbish at editing. So it'll probably just be cut and pasted just while I wrestled to get those pegs in. So just assess it. If you're doing yours, you might not have exactly the same frame as mine. Just make sure you allow yourself room for those pegs to go back in, and then for the depth of your banner you might need to adjust your sizes. But if you get the same frame as I have, these sizes do fit. It does fit. You just have to give it a wiggle. Okay. I might get some more of these frames and do some Christmassy ones. I think it's lovely. Is that on straight? I think it is. And the final one. There we go. There you go. And those are just perfect little corners to just make that cheap little frame look that little bit more special. How awesome's that? I think that is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to hang that in my hallway. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the bad editing. Go and give it a try. And do some upstyling of your own. Thanks for watching. Bye.